All right, everyone, get ready because this deep dive is going to be a fast one. We're talking Formula One, and we're talking about a driver who's got everyone buzzing, Franco Colapinto.
It's not every day you see this kind of buzz around a young driver, especially one who's only had 2 races in an F1 car.
Our listener this week clearly knows what's up, sending us articles, even YouTube video breakdowns, in Spanish, no less.
That's dedication, and it's perfect timing too, because the rumor mill is churning. We're hearing whispers about Sauber, a potential seat in 2025.
Whoa, 2025. That's 2 whole seasons away. So what's got everyone so fired up about Colapinto right now? He's barely gotten started.
He's making a statement, that's what. In those 2 races, driving for Williams as a reserve driver, you know what he did. He clocked a faster lap time than his teammate, Alex Albon.
Okay, now that's interesting. I mean, Williams might not be at the top right now, but for a rookie to outperform a seasoned driver like Albon in his first 2 outings, that says something. I see why our listeners intrigued. What else is in this treasure trove of intel you've got?
This is where it gets really interesting. You sent us some analysis videos, right? Especially that one, the Italian Grand Prix. They highlight some truly remarkable stuff. We're not just talking raw speed here, though Colapinto's got plenty of that. It's his racecraft, his awareness on the track. It's at a level you rarely see this early in a driver's career.
All right, you've got my attention.
Yeah.
Give me the highlights. What were these analysts freaking out about?
There's this one clip, right? Colapinto going wheel to wheel with Fernando Alonso. And I don't mean just keeping up with him, I mean challenging him. The commentator, I swear, he almost loses his mind, calls it audacity bordering on genius. To even be in a position to duel with a 2-time world champion at this stage, that says a lot about Colapinto's potential.
Okay, I gotta say, the thought of a rookie going head-to-head with Alonso, that's an image that'll stick with me. That takes guts. What did the analysts say he did that was so special?
They were seriously impressed with some of his overtaking maneuvers. Like there was this one on the inside of turn 1 at the Italian Grand Prix. Pure precision, perfectly timed, aggressive. The commentators were comparing it to some of Alonso's own legendary moves.
So we're not just saying the kid's got potential. He's got the guts to back it up. But Formula One isn't all about risky moves, is it? You need strategy, consistency, the whole package to really make it.
You're absolutely right, and that's where we really see the difference between raw talent and a seasoned driver. The transcripts mention some struggles too. Tire management, for example. It's a classic rookie mistake, pushing too hard early on.
Right, burning bright and burning out. The Dutch Grand Prix, wasn't that where they said he faded towards the end?
Exactly. Those aggressive overtakes earlier in the race took their toll. He couldn't quite keep up the pace.
It's still amazing to me that we're dissecting his performance like this after only 2 races. It's like we're already talking about him as a serious contender.
That just goes to show you the kind of impression he's made. And it adds a whole other layer to those Sauber rumors, don't you think?
Okay, yes, let's talk about Sauber. What's the deal? Why them? Why Colapinto? And what are his chances? Lay it all out for us.
Well, Sauber is going to be Audi's factory team starting in 2026, right? That's a fresh start, a whole new chapter. They're not just thinking about the next season or 2, they're thinking long term. They want a driver who can be the face of the team for years to come. Someone with star power, someone with the potential to become a champion.
New era, new team, new face. I get it.
Hmm.
But you said it before, Colapinto's not the only name they're considering. What about this other driver, Bortoleto?
Yes, Gabriel Bortoleto. He's currently leading the F2 championship, which, as you know, is basically the stepping stone to F1.
Right, like the proving ground. So it's a tough choice for Sauber. Do they go with the young guy who's already got a string of wins in F2, or the wild card who's barely driven in F1 but already turning heads?
It's a fascinating dilemma. And then there's the question of Williams. They must see his potential too. Are they really going to just let him walk away?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. They're not exactly known for letting go of their drivers easily. What's that article you sent say? Wasn't there a quote from Jos Capito, the Williams team principal?
Oh, yeah, it was a telling quote too. He said, and I quote, "Of course, Franco will stay with us, but equally, I hope he is racing." He's basically acknowledging that Williams, in their current state, might not be the best place for Colapinto to really develop.
Wow, that's huge. He's practically giving him permission to move to a more competitive team. That's not something you see every day in Formula One.
I know. It shows how highly they think of him. They're putting his career trajectory ahead of their own immediate needs.
It's kind of refreshing, actually. Like, they're saying, go out there, kid. Show the world what you've got. We're rooting for you, even if you're wearing a different uniform. There's a sportsmanship to that.
Definitely. It's a reminder that even in a cutthroat world like Formula One, there's room for camaraderie, for recognizing and nurturing talent for the sake of the sport.
It's got to be a lot for Colapinto to handle, though.
Mm.
All this attention, all these expectations, the weight of a potential Sauber seat. That's a lot of pressure for a young driver. How do you think he's dealing with it all?
It's hard to say for sure, but one of the YouTube commentators made an interesting point. They said Colapinto seems to thrive under pressure. Like the bigger the stage, the brighter he shines.
It's true what they say, right? Pressure can either crush you or help you shine. And speaking of pressure, let's shift gears a bit and talk about what this whole Colapinto situation, this potential Sauber move, what it means for Formula One as a whole.
It's a fascinating moment for the sport, isn't it? You have this young driver bursting onto the scene at a time when F1 is undergoing a real transformation.
New teams, new regulations, a new generation of fans coming in. It feels like we're on the edge of something big.
Exactly. And Colapinto could be right at the forefront of it all. I mean, one of the YouTube videos you sent, it mentioned something interesting. It talked about the nationality angle.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's bigger than just one driver, isn't it?
It is. Colapinto's success so far, it's sparked this huge surge of interest in F1 in Argentina. Suddenly, they have one of their own to root for on the world stage. And if he ends up at Audi-backed Sauber, man, that's a powerful narrative.
It's about national pride, about inspiring a whole new generation of fans. I love that.
And that's what makes all of this so compelling, don't you think? It's about the human element, the dreams, the aspirations. We're not just watching cars go around in circles. We're seeing history in the making.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. From Colapinto's crazy fast lap times, those gutsy overtakes, we talk tire management, team politics, the whole 9 yards. Our listeners definitely walking away with a lot to think about.
And it's not over yet. Will he actually make the move to Sauber? Will he stay loyal to Williams and try to prove himself there? Or will there be a dark horse team that swoops in at the last minute?
The suspense is killing me. But you know what? That's what makes Formula One so exciting. It's unpredictable. One thing's for sure, though. Franco Colapinto, he's a name we won't be forgetting anytime soon. He's got the talent, the drive, and now the whole world is watching. This is just the beginning of his story. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what happens next.
Me neither. This is Formula One. Anything is possible.
That's right. And on that note, we'll wrap up this incredible deep dive into the world of Franco Colapinto. Until next time, everyone, keep your eyes on the track.